Hey, hymn revival guy, back at you with another hymn playthrough. This is Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy, never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise His name, I'm fixed upon it, name of God's redeeming love. Okay, let me play through that, walk through that arrangement with you. This is a little different than most of the things that I've been doing. I've put up a few kind of pick style, sort of chord melody, but the melody is on the bottom note of the chord and it's very rhythmic. This is more traditional chord melody, arranging the melody notes are on the the top note of the chord. It's fingerstyle, obviously, so no picks. Going to be a little challenging on your right hand if you're not used to doing that. But it sounds cool. Sounds good. It's pretty. People like to sing along to it. It's also very repetitive on the guitar end. There's really one line that you're going to repeat 3 times, and then one other line to learn. So let's break that down. And I should mention, I think I got this arrangement, at least the base of it, from somebody. I thought I actually maybe got this from Banjo Ben Clark. He's got some hymn lessons that you can buy. His online store and YouTube channel. You should check that out. But I couldn't find this one, so maybe it wasn't him. I've got a little bit of tab that's a little simpler version of this, with no markings on it. So I don't know. This is probably stolen from somebody, and then maybe gussied up just a little bit. But I don't think I'm the originator of this arrangement. It's one I've had memorized and I've played for forever. Okay, so the arrangement is it's chord melody. So what's the melody here? Right, that's the melody. Come thou fount of. But it's guitar. Let's gussy that up a little bit. I am fretting the 3rd string, 2nd fret, that A note, and sliding up to the target note, the melody note I want to hit, and then sliding back down with another stroke and a pull down, and maybe a stroke and a pull off, or maybe just a pull off. So instead of just playing, I'm going to make that fancier. So that's the melody part, and then what are the chords? Well, I'm starting out, this first line has the context of a G chord, so as soon as I get done with that first little bit of melody, I'm going to play the bass note of the chord on the 6th string of my thumb, the 4th string here, and then immediately the 3rd string with my 1st finger. And you can think about that as a little roll. Bass, 1st finger. The timing is 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and you can practice just that if you aren't familiar with finger picking, Travis picking, kinds of things. That isn't easy for your right hand. Just practice that. In fact, you walk through the chords. It's a G, it's a D, it's a C, G. Right? You could play this song just with sort of that roll over the chords if you want to, but that's no fun. Let's do better than that. So we're playing the melody, and I can play that roll twice, and then I need some more melody notes, which turn out to be the open B. Hey, that's in my G chord. And then a D, which might be in my G chord, like a lot of G chords have that D note in it. And then it's going to switch to a D chord. And you might be thinking, D chord. Well, I'm actually thinking this D chord. How's that a D chord? F sharp in the bass, it's an open D, and a fret a day. Alright? So I'm in that G chord. I play this D and a roll. So this D, I'm pinching the A melody note, and then I'm playing and the bass D, and then I'm playing the alternate bass, also open D there, and the melody note again with that roll kind of timing. Okay, and that twice. And then there's another melody note, which again is an open B and a 3rd fret D. But it's going to switch chords here. The melody note jumps up to the high E, open E string, and it's a C chord. And it's immediately going to change to a G chord. A G with that D fretted, that's the melody note. And I'm going to play the B in the bass. And I'm just grabbing those 2 chords as they go by. Don't have time to play a roll, don't have time to do anything else, right? So just jumping up to the C chord. In this case, I'm grabbing, with the C chord, I'm grabbing the bass with my thumb and then playing all 3 strings, bottom 3 strings, high 3 strings, the guitar at once, to kind of pinch it, and I'm pinching, in this case, I have my 3 strings, 3 fingers coverage, kind of classic fingerstyle, so when I get to the G chord here, and I want to play that D as a melody note, I'm just pinching 2 fingers, but also just pinching the chord together. And I'm back to the end, which is going to be that descending melody, which, hey, that sounds like the beginning, so let's fancy that up. And then let's play a little cliche on the end of the line. Do that C over G thing. So let me play that whole first line for you again. And I found every blessing in my heart. I guess I lied. I do have time to play a roll. I'm playing a roll there on the 4th and 3rd strings. Just one. Same thing when I switch to that G. Play a little roll on the 4th and 3rd strings. And then the melody. I notice one other thing I do. Sometimes when I play the D chord with an F sharp in the bass, I'll play it with a roll. And the second time I play it with a roll, I'll actually play the open E and then hammer on that F sharp. Just to have a little more going on. Right? So there is a lot going on. My left hand is moving, my right hand is moving. But these are very repetitive figures, and again, you can just cycle through that roll. And then add that movement every other time through the roll. That under your fingers. So that's the first line. The switch to kind of slightly more pianistic chords as they go by is that tune my heart to sing thy grace. And we end with that cliche. And then the second line was exactly the same as that first line. Streams of mercy ever ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. I mean, with that cliche. Okay, so then there's one line that's different in this song because the last line is also pretty much just like those first 2 lines. So if you learn the first line, congratulations, you're 3/4 of the way done with this arrangement. The third line, the teach me some melodious sonnet. It's kind of the one time the melody climbs a little bit here. This is not a verse, chorus, verse, hymn. Each of the verses is unique, but I think about this a little bit kind of as the chorus portion, and I like to make the chorus portion different. Well, here it does get a little bit different. We played that cliche, and then the melody note is teach me some. So it's a D, an E, an F sharp, and a G on those top 2 strings. And I've been playing a G, so I can play that melody note on the D, and then the open E, but that isn't really in the G chord. Ending with that top E, that sounds a little weird. But then I'm back to a G, and I've gone a couple different directions with chords on this, but I think an E minor here makes the most sense. So I'm grabbing an E minor when I get there, and this E minor, it is 2 fingers because I've got that G melody note, but I'm playing the bass note of the E minor as this E minor on the 4th string, I'm putting my thumb on that bass and my 3 fingers on the top 3 strings of the guitar and just plucking them. And then the melody descends to an F sharp and changes chords to a D. And there's really not enough time to do anything fancy here, so I'm just finding that chord, placing my thumb and fingers, and plucking it. And the melody descends to an open E. There's really not enough time to do anything complex here. So I'm changing to the C chord, so that C chord comes in, and finding the bass on the 5th string, 3 fingers on the 3 strings of the guitar, and plucking it. So that's the Teach Me Some Melodious. We're going to climb up, play an E minor, play a D, play a C. And then there's some melody notes now. There's a melody note on the D. How does this go? Teach me some melodious song. There's a little pull-off happening there. Okay, so when we're on that C, it goes down to a D, and I pull off to a C, and then switch to a G chord with a B note as a melody. So you follow that. The E minor, the D, and the C, we're just going to kind of switch, play a little melody to get to the E minor, and then E minor, D, and C, and then once we're on the C, we got a little melody flourish afterwards. So you're starting out, having done that little cliche at the end, and then we play Teach Some Melodious Sonnet. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That little flourish on the C is a D melody note, pulled off to a B melody note, maybe kind of pulled off or replucked to a B melody note, open B melody note, as I switch to the G chord. And then we're going to do, fortunately, this line, it's different, but we're going to do exactly the same thing again. We're back to that G chord we started on, and again, the melody's on that D, fretted on the B string, climbs up, and we play an E minor, play a D, play a C, and there's that melody note on the D, but it goes back up, and the melody note will be on the G on the 3rd string, and I'm going to play an E minor. So I've got that note in the bass, and how do I get back now to kind of my G? That's going to be the start. The next line is exactly like the first line. I play a descending pattern of that bass line. I pull off the E to a D, play the B, pull it off to an A. I'm ready to play that G. Okay, so let me play the end of that line. And then I'm not actually going to play a G chord here because we're back to playing a couple melody notes before that G chord, but we're back in G, and it's the same line as we had at the beginning. Okay, so that's the entire arrangement. Again, there's 3 lines that are exactly the same, a little bit going on in that one line. But it's not too much to practice, it's not too much to memorize, makes the song easy to memorize. There's one line that sounds different, has a little different feel, it's a little more pianistic to start grabbing chords and just plucking them. I also sometimes will make sure to break the rhythmic tempo, so the rest of the song is very, it's very Travis picked and rolly. Very different, like, I don't know, it gets a little rubato, or you can slow it down just a little bit. Before getting back into that Travis picking. So have fun with the rhythm just a little bit. That 3rd line that's different than lines 1, 2, and 4. Make it different, make it be different. You're playing it a little bit different with the patterns that you're playing with your right hand. Make it be a little bit different in terms of rhythmic structure as well. Make it stand out. If all 4 lines were the same pattern repeated, the song would feel super monotonous. But that third line really kind of breaks it up and then makes that melody come back in all the sweeter. This might take a little bit of effort to get under your fingers and to be able to crucially be able to play this and sing it at the same time. I would note you could, this is pretty enough. It's a chord melody arrangement that's pretty enough. You could do this as an interlude. People will know what song you're playing, right? So there's some various ways you could use this, but ultimately with all of these songs, my goal is to be able to play and sing, lead the congregation, worship, have something that is easy for the congregation to sing with, but enhances the beauty of the music. I think this arrangement does that. So try it out. Let me know if you have questions in the comments. Happy to answer any specific questions, and have fun with it. All right.